the distinguished guest was met by the King of Afghanistan, Mohammed Zahir Shah. President Brezhnev was also met by Marshal Shah and the Afghanistan Prime Minister Mohammed Yusuf. King Mohammed Zahir Shah welcomed President Brezhnev to hospitable Afghanistan and said that his visit was an effective contribution to the further strengthening of friendship between the two countries. In reply, President Brezhnev proffered cordial greetings to the King of Afghanistan from Premier Khrushchev. In conclusion, he said, "May Soviet-Afghan friendship grow stronger. May it always be as clear as the sunny skies over Kabul and as lasting as your granite cliffs." President Brezhnev greets the heads of the diplomatic representation accredited to Kabul, statesmen and military leaders of the Afghan kingdom. On this clear sunny morning, this is how the 12-kilometer highway looked that leads from the Kabul International Airport to the Chehel-Sotun Palace, residence of the distinguished Soviet guest. Kabul, the heart of the country. Its history goes back more than 2,000 years. But the hoary past is receding. The capital of Afghanistan is becoming younger and more beautiful with every year. However, the city did not lose its distinctive features. How the Afghan peasant had to toil in order to raise such fruit. How much heroic effort it cost the Afghan people in their fight for freedom, the most valuable fruit on earth. The cannon of the English colonizers on the Monument of Independence have been silenced forever. How many sacrifices had to be made by the Afghan people in order to silence the cannon? One advertently recalls all this when the Soviet guests made their way up the hill to the mausoleum of Mohammed Nadir Shah, founder of the present dynasty. Nadir Shah devoted his whole life to the fight for freedom and independence of Afghanistan. In 1931, during his reign, a Soviet-Afghan Treaty of Neutrality and Non-Aggression was signed. Shah Palace. Here, King Mohammed Zahir Shah gave a reception in honor of President Brezhnev. Speaking at the reception, President Brezhnev recalled that exactly 44 years ago, Lenin received an Afghan diplomatic mission in Moscow. He recalled Lenin's words, "There are no problems between Afghanistan and Russia that could cast a shadow on Russian-Afghan friendship." The years that have gone by since then have further strengthened the bonds of friendship to the boon of both countries. The students and faculty of Kabul University came to meet the envoys from the Soviet Union. The guests were warmly greeted by the rector of the university, Professor Mohammed Osman Anwari. In his speech, President Brezhnev extended the friendliest greetings to the Afghan youth from millions of Soviet boys and girls. He said, "Dear young friends, your fathers took part in laying the foundation of Soviet-Afghan friendship of the older generation. You must carry on with the same care and solicitude as your fathers and older brothers." President Brezhnev attended the laying of the foundation stone of a polytechnical institute in Kabul, the future source of engineering and technical personnel for Afghanistan. Together with the Prime Minister, Mohammad Yusuf, President Brezhnev places the metal container with a signed text stating that the Polytechnical Institute was founded with the help of the Soviet Union. The government is building schools on a wide scale. These children have a great future in serving their country, consolidating its independence and prosperity. Perhaps that is what this young teacher is telling the children. Listen attentively, children, to the voice of the future of your country. Listen, people of Afghanistan, to the voice of the envoys of the friendly Soviet Union. Ghazi Stadium, Kabul. A huge rally was held here in honor of President Brezhnev. The stadium, seating 20,000, was packed to overflowing. In his speech, President Brezhnev spoke about the Soviet Union's and Afghanistan's mutual desire for peace and peaceful cooperation. Their relations are based on mutual trust and respect for each other's sovereignty and recognition of the right of all peoples to live as they... A great deal has been done to develop good neighborly relations between the two countries by the Afghan-Soviet Friendship Society. Members of the society gave a lunch in honor of the esteemed guest at the restaurant Kargah. Prominent statesmen, public figures, writers, poets, and men of science of Afghanistan attended. The mayor of Kabul, Mohammed Asghar, who is also chairman of the Afghan-Soviet Friendship Society, greeted President Brezhnev. In reply, President Brezhnev emphasized that the friendship and all-round cooperation between the Soviet Union and Afghanistan have become a great creative power, which has resulted in real deeds. The automobile repair plant at Jungalak is an example. This plant, constructed with the aid of Soviet specialists, was the first in Afghanistan's national industry. Soviet specialists work here together with Afghan workers. They willingly share their experience and knowledge. President Brezhnev came to visit the workers of Jungalak. He inspected the factory and had friendly talks with the Afghan workers. Accompanied by Prime Minister Mohammad Yusuf, President Brezhnev visited the highway under construction of the Salang. The guest from the Soviet Union and his party arrived in Jebel Sarraj, located at the entrance to the Salang Pass. He was told how almost beyond the clouds, at a height of 3,500 meters, Afghan and Soviet workers and engineers are digging a tunnel through the granite thickness of Hindu Kush. When the highway is built, it will cut the distance in half from Kabul to the Shirhan port on the Amu Darya, where Soviet freight is shipped to Afghanistan. Then, said President Brezhnev, the rocky paths, accessible only to caravans of pack animals, will be replaced by a wide tunnel through which cars will travel. Automobiles are already running on the Kushka-Herat-Kandahar road. This important highway is being built with the assistance of the Soviet Union. Hydroelectric station at Naglu, and here Afghans are working side by side with Soviet specialists. In the northern part of the country, large deposits of natural gas have been discovered, which will take care of home consumption and also be exported to the Soviet Union. The construction of a gas pipeline from the source to the Soviet border is being planned. A house building plant is going up. The Jalalabad Canal is being dug. Soviet economic and technical assistance helps Afghanistan to fulfill its second five-year plan. President Brezhnev's visit to Afghanistan coincided with the birthday of King Mohammad Zahir Shah. In honor of the occasion, equestrian contests were held. The king and his distinguished guest watched with interest the national game of Vozkashi. winners return with a prize. Chehel Sotun Palace is the residence of President Brezhnev in Kabul. Here the Soviet president held a grand reception for King Mohammad Zahir Shah. During the reception, which was held in a very friendly and cordial atmosphere, President Brezhnev and the King of Afghanistan exchanged toasts. The exchange of opinions between the statesmen of the two countries once again emphasized the identical views of both countries concerning international problems. Both sides expressed their satisfaction with the present state of Soviet-Afghan friendship and its prospects for the future. The result of the exchange of opinion was summed up in the communiqué assigned by President Brezhnev and King Mohammad Zahir Shah. King Mohammad Zahir Shah accepted the invitation of the Soviet government to visit the Soviet Union. An agreement was signed whereby the Soviet Union renders technical assistance in prospecting and utilizing Afghanistan's natural gas. And so President Brezhnev's 5-day visit to Afghanistan comes to an end. Another page has been written in the history of Soviet-Afghan friendship. The last handshake, the last words of farewell. I am leaving with a deep feeling of satisfaction and with the hope of a future meeting, says President Brezhnev. Farewell to the friendly Afghan people.